And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst, Greg Anthony, and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Now a look at the stats for Norman Powell.
And, guys, his effective field goal percentage is trending in the wrong direction over the past 5 games. Shot discipline hasn't been the best. He'll be looking to play a smarter game tonight.
Here's the starting group for Houston. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Alperen Sengun out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Thompson in at the 3. And for the Clippers, we'll see Powell and Leonard play in the forward spots. Dunn is out there with Harden. And it's Zubac in at the center position. And tonight, we have a couple teams with, Doris, a lot to look forward to.
I'll tell you, Kev, plenty of optimism around both of these franchises, whether we're talking players, coaches, even their fans. Everyone is excited about what the future may hold.
Thompson passes to Sengun. Count that bucket.
Let the big fella eat. Sengun just doing his thing down low.
Powell kicks to Dunn. In the corner, Harden. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Brooks outside. Back to Van Vliet. Four on the clock. Houston needs to get a shot off. Thompson finds Green. Off target from outside. And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. Home court didn't seem to help any last time they met. We'll see if it makes a difference this time.
Yeah, and looking back at their last game against this club, they were badly out-rebounded.
And talk about fit doors and guys who play to their strengths. What about Zubac? He does a great job.
He does, Kevin, a 7-footer who wants to play like a 7-footer. He's an outstanding rebounder. He doesn't need the ball offensively. You know he's going to show up and give you great effort every night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Leonard. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game.
Well, you look at Kawhi's career, one of the first things he did was work on his consistency from the free throw line. Why? Because he's excellent at drawing contact.
People like to debate, and Greg, I don't know if this is you, what's better, Kawhi's defense or his offense?
Well, Kevin, I'll say this. Even if he was a subpar defender, his offense alone would have him among the league's top players. But his defense isn't subpar. At its best, it's elite.
That free throw missing. Doris, with what he's done in the NBA, Kawhi Leonard seems to be a lock for the Hall of Fame.
I agree, Kevin, and the reason is he's got a couple of championships under his belt. More importantly, he's got individual awards, All-NBA, Defensive Player of the Year. And he's been able, in the most leveraged moments of a season, to be the focal point for his team, and that's a big driver of Hall of Fame status.
Hey, Greg, where do you think the Rockets are the strongest in their play?
I'd say on the glass. They generally do a good job crashing the boards and going for loose balls. They really value every possession.
Now here's Van Vliet. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Leonard against Brooks. Outside Leonard. Unloads from 9. No good off the back of the rim. Houston in the lead. Here's Green. Coming in off a 21-point game his last outing. For 3, Van Vliet. Another miss by Houston. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Clippers. Their last game, a win against San Antonio, looking to carry that into this one.
Yeah, in that one, their rebounding was the difference. Big disparity between the two teams.
That was a coach's dream, to get that kind of effort and intensity on the glass, and for it to pay those kinds of dividends, critical.
Here's Şengün. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Incredible for his age. The decision-making of Şengün GA is very impressive.
So calm when he sees a double coming. Reads and reacts with ease when he's on the block or at the nail. Reminds you of a young Jokic with how he sees the game.
And the first one at the line is good. And what a new era for the Clippers, Greg, playing here in their own arena, the Intuit Dome.
You had no more sharing, right? No more covering up Laker banners. It feels like the Clippers are on their own 2 feet now. This was the goal for the ownership group, and they made it happen.
Jones checked in for the Clippers. Now, here's Zubac. They just worked San Antonio in that last game. Down low, it's tipped. Brooks against Jones. Van Vliet sets the pick for Brooks. Out to Thompson. Screen by Şengün. 4 on the shot clock. And Şengün throws it down.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Simmons checked in for the Clippers. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Smith comes in for Brooks. Tari Eason's checked in for Amen Thompson. And it's Whitmore in for Fred Van Vliet. .153 left in the first quarter of the game. Outside Leonard. Pass to Harden from outside the arc. Eason grabs the board.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And he gets the bucket.
And he might be a rookie, but Whitmore can play some bully ball. He will get it inside and be as physical as anybody.
Now here's Simmons. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Powell with this screen on Green. Harden the pass to Powell. Count that one.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
And right from the jump, they've been working hard to establish themselves inside, using agility and power to get shots in the paint.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
The free throw drops for Powell. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame. And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
Outside, Jones. Zubac against Adams. Lets it go from 14. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist from Zubac. Leonard's got 5.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Here's Green. And the rejection by Zubac.
How about Zubac? Worked so hard on the defensive end. Nicely done.
Leonard. And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Amir Coffey's jacked in for the Clippers. Bogdanovich comes in for Norman Powell. The Rockets also changing it up. Şengün's checked in for Steven Adams. And Aaron Holiday's subbed in for Green. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Pass to Şengün. Shoots over Zubac. Şengün, no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
1 second left. Wow, unbelievable.
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
It's all tied here in Los Angeles. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers. Guys?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
Here's Simmons. Still scoreless. Jones and Zubac make up the 4 and the 5. Simmons is out there with Bogdanovich. And it's Coffey in at the small forward position. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. Here's Bogdanovich. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Pass to Holiday. Smith with it. And Jones pulls it down. Simmons looking it over. And stolen by Eason. Smith with it, defended by Jones. It's been a few years now, Doris, but it feels like point guard is the position in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, we certainly have our share of great point guards. Luka Doncic, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, they seem to be in the MVP conversation consistently. But the last couple MVPs, you look back, you've got a couple of centers. For a long time, the small forward spot dominated the game. It's really something that's in constant flux.
First one falls for. Recently, Doris, the Clippers have had their most successful stretch in franchise history.
Well, think about it, Kevin. They've only missed the playoffs twice, going all the way back to 2012. They made their first conference finals in team history back in 2021. Not bad for a franchise that had one of the worst win-loss records in league history. You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Dunn kicks to Bogdanovich. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Bogdanovich has got his second basket of the night.
Showing off his inside game. Bogdan is an all-around scorer.
Holiday, the pass to Şengün. Connects from three-point range. Şengün's got 11 points.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Now, here is Smith, following the miss shot by Bogdanovich. And Whitmore throws it down.
And when he gets downhill, Whitmore is a force.
Down against Holiday. Bogdanovich wide open. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 7 points in the game.
Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Holiday, the pass to Şengün. The kick out to Holiday. Clock at 4. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Fred VanVleet.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. A different look for the Clippers. Leonard, he's checked in for Amir Coffey. And it's James Harden in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Houston with a big group substitution here. Brooks checked in for Smith. Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. Jalen Green's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. Last game for the Rockets, they picked up the win against Golden State. Harden against VanVleet. Now here's Harden. He's covered closely. Stolen by Thompson. And some nice passing there by Houston. Now here's VanVleet. No scoring in this one. To the inside. Şengün. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Leonard attacking. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
Kawhi Leonard, the size, the strength, the ability to put the ball on the floor. I mean, trying to deal with this guy off a drive is so tough.
Now here's Brooks. A 24-point outing in their last game against the Golden State Warriors. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Jalen Green has shown he's capable of carrying a team offensively. He said, it feels good knowing that my teammates believe in me to do that. I've had to learn a lot of things to grow, but that's what I work for. I want to be one of those guys that you give the ball to in crunch time. Kevin, I always want to give the mic to you in crunch time. Back to you.
David, you are an unselfish playmaker, and I appreciate that. By the way, Green can be electric and so fun to watch. Hey, D.A., thanks. And it's Harden with the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for it. Inside, here's Brooks.
And there's a flexibility to Brooks's game. He can play a specific role for you, or he can be a high-usage guy. Really depends on what a team needs from night to night.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
So far in this one, guys, it's been the shooting. In particular, from mid-range. That has been huge for them.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
And the Clippers making a change here. Simmons is checked in, and a change for the Rockets. Smith checked in for Alperen Şengün. And he's good on the second. 1:31 left in the first half. To the paint. Here's Simmons. Banked in off the glass. Simmons got the lead up to 3 now for Los Angeles.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Green with a screen on Harden to the inside. And Green slams it in.
High IQ of Fred VanVleet is why he is so good in pick-and-roll action.
Done outside. There's 45 seconds left in the first half. Kicks it out to Jones. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
This is where James Harden's ability to quickly scan the floor and then find the right window to deliver the pass. So good. So good.
Now here's Brooks. VanVleet with the bounce pass. Brooks the pass to Thompson. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Thompson's got his first 3 points of the game. Leonard looking over the floor. Harden outside, right wing, Dunn, wide open, he fires, and another three for the Clippers.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Clippers on top as they end the second quarter on a 15-6 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. Zoo, facing a stout defense like this, what do you guys need to do to be effective?
You know, we look to play in a fast pace, run the floor, run pick and roll, hard defense, and, you know, we're playing good defense so far.
And the results speak for themselves with that. Thanks very much, man. Back to you guys.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
Hello and welcome. Let's get right into it. The story tonight is a tight matchup for the Clippers after 2 quarters. And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Hey, my mistake, big fella. Someone put crazy talk on the teleprompter. I was just, going along with it for giggles.
I'm not giggling, Ernie.
Come on, try it. Come on. I bet I can make you giggle.
I'm ticklish. Ernie, I'm ticklish. I don't want to worry. I'm ticklish.
And let's get into this first half. A super close game for the Clippers so far.
They're hitting at a high clip. Some shots have been wide open, some tightly contested.
And as the ball continued to fall through the net, you could see their confidence growing. And that'll do it for halftime. We send you back to Kevin Harlan, who has the second half call.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Alperen Sengun has been sensational.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Taking a look at the Rockets. At the guard positions, Van Vliet and Green. Thompson is out there with Brooks. And it's Sengun in at the 5, roaming the paint. Leonard chewing him up inside.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Sengun with the screen for Van Vliet. And there's the drive. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Harden finds Zubac. Now Harden beyond the arc. Thompson with the rebound. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player. I am the system."
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
Here's Harden, and it's blocked by Sengun.
Using that length, Sengun timing the block. Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Leonard kicks to Harden. Outside Leonard. Zubac a screen on Brooks. Clock at 6. Here's Leonard. That misses off the backboard.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Outside, Green. Şengün with a screen on done. Green, no luck.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
For the tie, Thompson misses.
In order to space the floor effectively for his teammates, he has to finish that one, guys.
Outside, Leonard. Pass to Powell. Three-pointer. Leonard, no luck. Rockets have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Şengün. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
To the middle. Leonard against Brooks. Leonard draws the double. Zubac with the screen for Powell. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
And Şengün throws it down.
Did Şengün answer the bell tonight, or what? Tremendous offensive performance.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
Yeah, this is why you hate to lose momentum. It can be hard to get it back.
Jones checked in for Chris Dunn. And a change for the Rockets. Smith has checked in. And so here are the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Harden draws the double. Jones, no one around him. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 5 assists in the game. Rockets trail by 3. Brooks, the pass to Şengün. And here is Brooks. And some nice passing there by Houston. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. LA's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Harden kicks to Leonard. Jones, the pass to Zubac. 6 on the shot clock. It's Powell on the wing, guarded by Green. Harden outside. And it's off from three-point range. Houston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Leaps for it, and it's Green missing.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. Yeah, looking here at some numbers for Smith, really been a key contributor over the past month. And he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. And he makes the first.
Watching Kawhi enter the league as a lockdown defender and now become an all-around champion. Boy, what a career he has had.
Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Simmons comes in for James Harden. And then for Houston, Steven Adams, he's checked in for Şengün. Tari Eason comes in for Dillon Brooks. And it's Whitmore in for Fred VanVleet.
I think one thing you love about Kawhi Leonard, this guy never gets too high, never gets too low, but he is the ultimate competitor because he competes at the highest level regardless of the situation.
Smith with a screen on Simmons. Here's Green. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
And we've seen some great scorers come into the league, but Green looks elite. Both the physical gifts and that fearless approach.
Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Green.
And once the G League took it to another level, Green skipped college, became the #2 overall pick in the draft, and that's really changed the landscape.
Amir Coffey's checked in for Leonard. Both free throws good from Green. Clippers leading by 3. 30 seconds left to play here in the third, and Simmons kicks to Jones. Bogdanovich looking around. 5 on the clock. Rockets with the rebound.
Boy, that's too easy to miss, but somehow he finds a way to do it.
Smith with a screen on Simmons. Here's Green. Sinks that one from the post. Green's got his second bucket tonight.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Clippers lead by 1. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
Three-tenths quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Leonard and Jones slot in at the small and power forward. Bogdanovich is out there with Dunn, and it's Simmons in at the center filling out the middle. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And those are the kinds of shots that give rookies like Whitmore so much confidence.
Outside for Simmons. A 3 from Leonard. The basket good off the assist from Simmons.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And they call an illegal screen here.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
The Clippers in the lead. And here is Dunn. Pass to Leonard. Kicks it out to Jones. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and hitting them up.
Here's Holiday. Ready by Bogdanovich. Clippers leading by 4. Simmons with it. Now defended by Whitmore. Jones, the pass to Simmons. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. No good on that one. And for the Rockets, they're shooting 47% from the floor. Getting it done.
Oh, man. When Cam Whitmore throws it down, you feel bad for the rim.
Oh, the lob for Simmons. And stolen by Şengün. Here's Smith. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Smith's got it all tied up now for Houston.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. And here's Bogdanovich for 3. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Ben Simmons. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And it's Harden in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Houston with a big group substitution here. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Smith. Thompson comes in for Tari Eason. Jalen Green's checked in for Cam Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Aaron Holiday. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. He loves what they're doing in the paint. He said if they're not stopping us, keep doing it. Keep going after it down low. So they'll keep pounding it inside, guys.
Thank you, David. And Green gets it to go.
With his athleticism, Green plays a lot bigger than his listed 6'4" height.
Zubac, a screen on VanVleet. Pass to Leonard. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Leonard's got 9 points here in the second half. Rockets trail by 3. VanVleet looking around. Şengün with a screen on Harden. VanVleet passes to Şengün. Excellent defense there from Zubac. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Powell, that's good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2.
Well, strength and savvy make Fred VanVleet a tough guy to deal with inside. Gets the contact.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
I think the other thing we're seeing tonight is the floor spacing of this team. Boy, they are shooting the cover off the basketball all game.
That one falls, so he hits both of them.
And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come.
Screen by Zubac. VanVleet against Harden. Pass to Zubac. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Leonard battling for 2.
This is how dominant Leonard can be. And once he finds his comfort zone, he keeps his foot on the gas.
And here is Green. Thompson sets the pick for Green. Inside. And it's Thompson with the jam.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is. And he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Stolen by Thompson. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself.
And the toughness of Brooks on display, not fearing contact when he's looking to score inside.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. And is unable to get the second one.
He gets them to within one possession, but that miss puts a lot of pressure on their defense.
Well, you love the physicality from Chris Dunn. He's willing himself to the stripe thanks to the way he goes straight into the defense on that shot.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. So he comes up empty, missing both. Rockets trail by 3. There's Green with the 3. Here's Şengün. Here's Van Vliet. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. LA has gone to three-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Zubac a screen on Green. Run against Green. Just 4 to shoot. Powell for 3. It's rebounded by Houston.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. Guys, what's your take on how they maximize their opportunities now?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, this is a chance to take the lead, so you've got to draw up a play to make it happen.
Now Leonard. Done outside. Over Thompson. Oh, that shot had a chance, but no good. And so it's a narrow victory for Houston, pulling it out for the double. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
That's it, folks. The NBA regular season is in the books. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.